The first submarine, Vanguard class, Submarine class, Vanguard class of Project 6 BA6, or what NATO calls the improved Kilo class. This is an upgraded version from Pantis, especially the ability to operate quietly. It's hard to detect, and it's called an ocean black hole. The hull looks like a whale. Achieve impressive underwater speeds of nearly 20 knots per hour. This is because of the aerodynamic shape of the hull. It's made up of a single block of metal. The mounting of metal plates together using the welding method automatic special. Each weld is tested for strength by X-ray and ultrasound. The reduction of sound noise is also considered during the manufacturing process. Steel as ship hull. This is a special low magnetic steel. That's a significant reduction in the magnetic field. The main body of the ship is not even infected from outside. Outer shell is coated rubber to ensure no radar. The enemy discovered the ship's spindle does not rotate on the rings. It's luck in wood. It's made from exceptionally hard Bansao wood. Interesting point of Vashayanka is being able to hear objects from a distance. According to director Bujakov, during the closing navigation system of the project, 6 BA6 ships use new platform element greatly increases the sensitivity of the devices. The equipment for this ship consists of 6 torpedo tubes, with a total of 18 torpedoes or 4 famous caliber cruise missile complexes. These missiles can be launched directly underwater. The ship's underwater speed is nearly 20 knots and can dive up to 300 meters deep. The crew consists of 52 people. The ship can operate automatically at sea for 6 months with a range of 7,500 nautical miles. If we increase our fuel reserves noise from the engine of Vashayanka, it's normally hard to recognize. Even though the ship is huge, it's over 70 meters long and it operates at a depth of 2 meters. Uncontaminated steel from the propeller can compact the motor supports with cushions, special sound insulation outer shell. Make sure the ship is capable of being silent when moving. This makes the enemy difficult to detect. In the mode of electric motor and gantry, the fish barely make a sound and can sneak very close to the target. People say that it's hard to find a black cat in a dark room. And that's right, it's very difficult to detect this tone, even with wave locators, the most modern sound. Because of the normal marine environment, there's noise. It's very difficult to track the Vashayanka. Second submarine, Akula. Previously, whenever contact, the bucket produced a faster swimming submarine. They are more dangerous and go deeper than American submarines. The most powerful navy in the world. Still very confident, the Soviet sound was very noisy underwater. So the discovery of this ocean monster is easy. Everything changed completely in the middle of the 80s. When the Soviet Union launched the Akula acoustic layer, 35 or Akula-class submarines remain the backbone of the Russian Navy, and it's still quieter than all of America's submarines, which means it's the world's quietest submarine. Intelligence information is spied on John Walker and Jerry Withmow deliver in a Ripe 70. It shows the Soviet Navy. At the time, he was determined to pursue silent technology, the next generation of submarines, the next attack, after the Victor-class and Sierra-class titanium submarines. The process of designing and building new Akula-class submarines made from the years a Ripe 8BA, new design use control equipment imported from Japan, Sweden, and helping Soviet engineers creates the most silent 4-blade propulsion system ever. Akula submarine has a displacement of 13,000 tons 2-layer steel housing allowed. It's withstanding repeated attacks from torpedoes. Enemy dynamic thrusters are placed in an enclosed and tiled chamber, anti-echo inside and outside, even piping water into an Akula submarine. It is also reduced to the smallest level to prevent noise. The 111-meter-long ship holds 70 crew. It's 100 days at sea. It's powered by a 190-megawatt nuclear reactor, Akula-class submarine. It can travel at 61 kilometers per hour and operate at a depth of 480 meters. That's 200 meters more than the U.S. Navy's Los Angeles-class counterparts. It's more scary. Akula-class submarines are quieter than U.S. Navy ships of the same type. Ship capability: U.S. underground detect enemy noise to attack the government. It was removed when the Akula was born. Akula-class submarines are used to hunt American submarines, especially ballistic missile submarines, with 4 5.33 millimeter torpedo tubes and 4 launch tubes. This 650mm submarine can fire out 40 guided torpedoes, long-range anti-ship missile mine, SSN-15, SSN-16 out. Akula can carry 12 cruise missile grenades. It can hit land targets up to 3,000 kilometers away, while the Soviet shipyards write production 7 PCs Akula. The U.S. Navy is still building Seawolf-class submarines, silenced to compete. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union, modern Russia still launches new ship models 97AA class Akula, 2 with 2 class noise cancellation system, new finished radar, add to that new variant with Chalaba anti-aircraft missile. The biggest problem with the Akula is the price. According to calculations at the time of year 1996, an Akula is worth $1.55 billion, while today it's $2.4 billion. The economy is in trouble. Russia will face many challenges. If you're going to run an arms race with a ship, this advanced underground before 2 Akula 2 submarines were canceled during production and converted it into a love ray to reduce the cost. Today, the Russian Navy has 10 to 11 Akula-class submarines, and 3 of these are working normally. The rest are waiting to be repaired. Currently, Russia is very actively operating its submarine fleet. 2,092 Akula-class submarines discovered off the east coast of the United States. 3 years later, another Russian Akula submarine has appeared in the Gulf of Mexico. The U.S. Navy was not aware of this presence. All the cases of Russian submarines approaching the border, the U.S. made a request. Washington needs a more effective anti-submarine system. Akula submarines are now able to fire missiles. The most accurate caliber in the world, it's called the Ship Killer. It was used in battles in Syria. 2015 Russian Akula submarine today, though not yet in the highest availability, but they're still Russia's strategic nuclear force. Over the next few years, these ships are still a threat to the United States. When the Yasen class, it will take a few decades to officially join Russia. Until then. The eerie silence of the Akula is still what makes America afraid. DBA submarine KBA-29 Severodvinsk, also according to this guy, even though these submarines haven't been able to reach that size. And the features that powerful submarines from the Soviet era have, ever owned one. Some of the most modern submarines of the post-Soviet era writing has started to be used. The most significant is the nuclear attack submarine KBA-29 Severovich of class Jaeger ship KBA-297Cs. Vinsk construction began in the year 19BA and began to be used by the Russian Navy in year 2, not 14. Although the construction of the ship, it's a lot of financial difficulties. KBA-27Cs. Vinsk is still considered the most powerful submarine of the Russian Navy by Admiral Dave Johnson, commander of the U.S. naval system. We're about to face a formidable opponent. Just look at a nuclear submarine called a guided missile. BA-29 Sea Views is to see this clearly. I was so impressed with this ship. I've asked the engineers and the scientists at the Center Carroll Rock to build a model of this ship from the information that's available. According to that, this ship is equipped with a lot of automated technology. That intermodal development for ships. The Ryra class is what NATO calls the Alpha class. It's part of my 705 project. In the 70s and 80s, the Seven Brothers have a hull made of titanium and the reactors are cooled by molten metal. This is the fastest submarine and Russia's deepest diving capability. This ship weighs 13,800 tons, long 199 meters. There were 32 officers and 58 sailors on board. According to some reports, this ship can reach a maximum speed of 3,540 knots, and it's much less noisy than many other Russian submarines. This ship can reach maximum silence when moving at 20 knots per hour, one of the unique features of the ship. This underground is a circular sound broadcasting system. It's called Etis Amphora. The Severus Rothvins has 8 torpedo tubes, including 4 650mm tubes and 4 500BA 3mm tubes, Severus Rothvins. It's capable of carrying about 30 torpedoes. The 4th submarine, Submarine K-67 Robins during the Cold War in the late 20th century. Anti-submarine warfare is a top priority for the West after the Soviet Union collapsed. Readiness has deteriorated and a new report says NATO. It could be used against modern Russian submarines. Submarine K-60 Sevastopol class Yasen is one of the modern submarines of the water. Russia is equipped with noise reduction equipment and Elite 6 electronic warfare, long-range cruise missile, anti-ship missile, smart mine torpedo warships can reach speeds of up to 35 knots. Russia spent a lot of time, money to develop the Jackson submarine program. It started during the Cold War. Then the Soviet Union planned to build a submarine, could hunt the U.S. Nimitz-class supercarrier, and also to escort Luk submarine. They carry nuclear weapons larger than the Soviet Union, close to some American cities. This requires a fast submarine, quiet and capable of attack. Stronger counterattack than the Akala and Sierra-class submarines. Currently, Russia began building the Severus Vince in 19 BA, so the post-writing economy collapsed. Berkman had to delay the show. Despite the delay, this tone is still the tone, the most modern in the world. It's powered by nuclear power. There's a much stronger ultrasonic system. It's composed of an ultrasonic device mounted in the front. The weapon of the ship is 24. TL Onyx and Calip anti-ship K-50 is a good example. Tell me Western anti-submarine warfare will be useless against the Russian Navy. According to a new report from the Center for U.S. Strategy and International Relations, announced recently to organize the connection intelligence operations and the ability to each support the network, ASW is strong in the North Atlantic and Sea area. No longer exists. The Institute says 3 things happened. First, Russian submarines are getting quieter. And second, we've lost most of the ASW capability. Naval historian Norman Pomer in an interview with the U.S. Defense Express. And finally, the 5th submarine killer, Alexander Nevsky. Submarine Alexander Nevsky. It's the 2nd Bory-class strategic submarine. It's a 9-year project. This ship is 170 meters long and 13.5 meters wide. Maximum displacement reached 24,000 tons. It's capable of diving up to 480 meters. The ship can operate independently for 90 days and nights, and moving at 29 miles per hour, with a crew of 107, without any outside support. Submarines with optimal hydrodynamic design, same full pump propulsion system. It allows it to work very well. Alexander Nevsky is equipped with the MGK 600 system, Min torpedo legs measuring the thickness of ice, detecting puddles without ice. However, the most special weapon of the Bory-class submarines. This is a 6-month ballistic missile. This is a missile with a range of over 8,000 kilometers. It's capable of carrying 6 to 10 nuclear warheads. Independent attack of targets. Has an explosive yield of 100,150 kilotons. Total number of nuclear warheads per ship, 72,196. The most impressive feature of this submarine is its ability to anti-submarine warfare. It's got 6 torpedo tubes. It can launch anti-submarine missiles. RPK, 2 Vyuga SSN-15, the missile carried in it. A Ty-40 torpedo or 90 nuclear bomb. The R-Vyuga can attack enemy submarines at a range of 45 kilometers, at about 1,100 kilometers per hour. Alexander Nevsky has undergone many tests at the shipyard SDFM from 2 years, no 12. There will be 3 more sea trials, in 2 years, not 13, along with some accompanying weapons. The 9-year 5 project has a total value of $755 million US. Russian military experts have assessed Bory-class submarines will become a pillar of deterrence, the Russian Navy's strategic nuclear threat. So we've just looked at 5 faces. Represents the ship class, Russia's underground hegemony. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. Let the program know. Don't forget to press the sign up button. Keep up to date with the latest information from and now. Hello and see you.